Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. It is not living that matters, but living rightly. The individual leads in order that those who are led can develop their potential as human beings and thereby prosper. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. For a man who claims to have knowledge while actually knowing nothing is less smart than you who claim to know nothing. The rest of the world lives to eat, while I eat to live. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. If you will be guided by me, you will make little account of Socrates and much more of truth. Is there anyone to whom you entrust a greater number of serious matters than your wife? And is there anyone with whom you have fewer conversations? To believe without evidence and demonstration is an act of ignorance and folly. Men of Athens, I honor and love you, but I shall obey God rather than you, and while I have life and strength I shall never cease from the practice and teaching of philosophy. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. The poets are only the interpreters of the gods. The warm love has the coldest end. To be is to do. The uninitiated are those who believe in nothing except what they can grasp in their hands, and who deny the existence of all that is invisible. Nothing is so well learned as that which is discovered. There is no greater magnificence than to defeat oneself. That is the magnificence. A friend must be like money, that before you need it, the value is known. A man should inure himself to voluntary labor, and not give up to indulgence and pleasure, as they beget no good constitution of body nor knowledge of mind. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. I am that gadfly which God has attached to the state, and all day long, and in all places am always fastening upon you, arousing and persuading and reproaching you. Do not be angry with me if I tell you the truth. Whenever, therefore, people are deceived and form opinions wide of the truth, it is clear that the error has slid into their minds through the medium of certain resemblances to that truth. I prefer to be refuted than to refute, for it is a greater good for oneself to be freed from the greatest evil than to free another. In every person there is a sun, just let them shine. If you would seek health, look first to the spine. The greatest flood has the soonest ebb, the sorest tempest the most sudden calm, the hottest love the coldest end, and from the deepest desire oftentimes ensues the deadliest hate. Thou shouldst eat to live, not live to eat. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. The soul is cured of its maladies by certain incantations. These incantations are beautiful reasons from which temperance is generated in souls. The more I learn, the less I realize I know. Are you not ashamed of your eagerness to possess as much wealth, reputation, and honors as possible, while you do not care for nor give thought to wisdom or truth, or the best possible state of your soul? He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. And I say, let a man be of good cheer about his soul. When the soul has been arrayed in her own proper jewels, temperance and justice and courage and nobility and truth, she is ready to go on her journey when the hour comes. One who is injured ought not to return the injury, for on no account can it be right to do an injustice. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Better to do a little well than a great deal badly. Be true to thine own self. One thing I know, that I know nothing. This is the source of my wisdom. Do not go through life like a leaf blown from here to there, believing whatever you are told. All wars are fought for the acquisition of wealth. Whoever would have his body supple, easy, and healthful should learn to dance. There is no good answer to a question you didn't hear. Are you not ashamed of heaping up the greatest amount of money and honor and reputation, and caring so little about wisdom and truth and the greatest improvement of the soul? Why should I resent it when an ass kicks me? If at first you don't succeed, avoid skydiving. You never know a line is crooked unless you have a straight one to put next to it. All of the wisdom of this world is but a tiny raft upon which we must set sail when we leave this earth. If only there was a firmer foundation upon which to sail, perhaps some divine word. Flattery is like a painted armor, only for show. It is possible that a man could live twice as long if he didn't spend the first half of his life acquiring habits that shortens the other half. My belief is that to have no wants is divine. I only know one thing, and that is I know nothing. Hark in order that I may see you. Are not you ashamed to be concerned so much about making all the money you can and advancing your reputation and prestige, while for truth and wisdom and the improvement of your souls you have no thought or care? Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. Do not grieve over someone who changes all of the sudden. It might be that he has given up acting and returned to his true self. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. The Delphic oracle said that I was the wisest of all the Greeks. It is because I alone of all the Greeks know that I know nothing. Flattery is like friendship in show, but not in fruit. The shortest and surest way to live with honor in the world is to be in reality what we would appear to be. All human virtues increase and strengthen themselves by the practice and experience of them. Man must rise above the earth to the top of the atmosphere and beyond, for only thus will he fully understand the world in which he lives. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be.